arrive at the Pulitzer, you're going to see a wide range of objects. They come from India, Afghanistan, Nepal, Tibet, Mongolia, China, Korea, and Japan. And they date all the way back to the 2nd century AD up through the 18th century. We incorporated 3 contemporary works that we felt resonated with the theme. When visitors arrive to the Pulitzer and open the doors into the entrance gallery, it is my hope that they too will think that they're starting, a journey through the building. You enter and the first thing you see is Prince Shotoku, who is facing east, as he is in the legend of Prince Shotoku at age 2, faces east and with his hands together, and he's saying the Nembutsu, which is Namu Amida Butsu, and that means hail to the Buddha of infinite light. And this is your entrance to a building that is enlivened by light itself. Prince Shotoku was one of the early practitioners of Buddhism in Japan, and we thought it fitting that he greets the visitor in this beautiful monument of contemporary Japanese architecture. Tadao Ando does not belong to a Buddhist sect, but he is Japanese and influenced by the Buddhist structures and even the Buddhist philosophy of his native Japan. And you can see that, I think, in his architecture. The walls are unadorned. The space is comprised of simple geometric shapes. And there is a lovely sense of light moving throughout the building, which captures the changing light of the day, but also the changing light of the seasons. We're standing in the main gallery of the Pulitzer Foundation for the Arts, and you can see that the installation is quite sparse. These works have never, I would imagine, in their entire history, some of which dates back to the 2nd century AD, have had this much space around them. And when they arrived to the West, they also were put in large comprehensive collections where the narrative, whether it be chronological or thematic, overrode perhaps a 21st century desire to see an object with a great deal of space around it. So we have, in a sense, taken these works. We're not trying to create a historical context for them. We're not even thinking in terms of theme, whether it's be all the Buddhas in one section, all the Bodhisattvas in another. What we're really interested in is creating an experience where the visitor can see these works in the round and can experience the space around the work, which means experiencing the building with the work. There are no wall texts, there are no labels. In this way, we encourage the visitor to look carefully, to slow down, and as I mentioned, to really experience the work in the space.